Hey guys, this is Gabe Dimmick from the Baseball Rebellion. We've got Josh Donaldson here on the video. This is him in the 2015 Home Run Derby, and he was my second pick. I really had two picks, and I could, him and Fielder were my first two, and so I knew I wanted those guys. And so, didn't quite work out for me. But Donaldson, I thought, did a really good job that first round. He beat Rizzo pretty handily. He had a lot of time left after hitting that ninth home run, so he just shut it down. He didn't even use his extra time, but I think he could have hit a lot more home runs. He did a really good job in the Derby. He probably felt a little more comfortable this year after being in it last year as well, even though it was a different format this time around. So we're going to take a look at his swing and see some things that we like, and I'm going to bring up something that I think he could do a little bit better. But overall, Donaldson's a really good hitter. I think he was the top vote getter in the All-Star game, so congrats on the first half of the season to Donaldson. So let's go ahead and get into this swing here. So uh, as he goes up here, the video kind of starts him in his leg kick. But one thing that most coaches are afraid of are these big leg kicks, these big movements, a big stride forward, and these are all things that Donaldson does really well. It's one of the reasons he's one of our favorite hitters. He just does things so aggressively and so athletically at the same time that he's just really fun to watch. Again, a lot of things that coaches would be scared of that maybe they haven't seen before or learned how to teach yet. Well, Donaldson does all these things. So he lifts, he has a kind of a big old tip, he moves forward really well, all those types of things. So that's one of the reasons I really like watching Donaldson. All right, so you're going to see here as Donaldson goes up, he has this big leg kick, right? So it gives him time to move. So a lot of hitters will start their body, they'll start their leg lift too late, and it'll be very rushed in their forward move, and so they won't be athletic because they won't have time to do their movements and to feel like they're not going to get beat by the ball. So Donaldson does a really good job of starting early, so the ball's not even out of the pitcher's hand yet, and his leg kick is at its top, so he's already up there. So from there, he's able to adjust, he's able to kind of control his stride length, he's able to move his body forward, get his hips open. This is something I just talked about with Fielder as well. So his hips are getting open, his shoulders are dropping back. So again, you're going to see this move here where the hips go from closed to open as he lands, and his back shoulder goes down, his front shoulder is going to work up. So that creates separation. It also allows the bat to start getting in the way of the ball. So he does a really good job there. Harold Reynolds talked last night in the All-Star game about how he saw Donaldson's leg kick, and he said he was only doing it because he was trying to hit a home run in the All-Star game. That just shows you that Harold Reynolds maybe doesn't watch a ton of Blue Jays games or old A's games or whatnot. He just got to open his eyes because he does this all the time in games. It's not just a home run derby swing. It's not just an all-star game swing. It's what he does all the time, okay? So we're going to see a lot of similarities to Prince in the breakdown I just did. So, again, his hips open, shoulders drop back, gets the bat on plane, starts to get on plane. Now, at contact, right before contact here, we're going to see a lot of the same things. So his back shoulder has dropped down, okay? His front shoulder's higher. His hands are very high on his shirt, and his hands, barrel, front form are all in a straight line in front of the catcher's mitt. So he's taken a really short path to the catcher's mitt. So that's what we talk about a lot because a lot of coaches talk about short path to the ball. Well, I want a short path to the catcher's mitt because that's where the ball is going to end up. That's going to give us the biggest chance to hit the ball hard and to make solid barrel contact. So, Donaldson does a lot of good things. Again, like I said, super aggressive dude. Big leg kick, big move forward, gets his hips open, and then really turns explosively through the ball. Now, one thing that I think he could do better, and this is a little bit of a tough view for you to see it, but as he goes into his turn, sometimes he'll leave his back foot behind him, so his back foot doesn't pull up and forward like you see Jock Peterson's do a lot. And so what happens is Jock Peterson is able to lean back with his chest a little bit easier because his back foot comes under him, so it's like a hinge. Well, Donaldson leaves his back foot behind him a lot, and so he's very vertical with his chest. He's very upright with his chest. He doesn't have a ton of lean back, and so sometimes he can get in some swing plane issues where he just doesn't get there as well as he could. Obviously, he's a great player. Obviously, he's a great hitter. He does way more right than most guys. But the biggest thing that we think he could do better is pull that back foot a little further, um, lean back with his body a little bit better, and his posture could improve. So that's really the improvement we could see with him. But he did a really good job in the home run derby. Frazier just had the magic juice flowing in the home run derby the other night. You know, he I think he had 3 last second home runs to beat the other guy. So it definitely wasn't a blowout by any means when he lost. I thought Donaldson did a great job. And so, guys, thanks for watching. Continue to scroll down. We've got some more breakdowns below. Congrats to JK, by the way. He whooped my butt.